It's Wednesday, April 3rd. Good morning, everyone. I'm Chip Egan reporting from the 1220 WKRS newsroom, and this is the 9 o'clock hour news report. Coming up in local news, the county clerk of Lake County would like to see a new district map. I'll have details on that coming up, but first, a look at what's happening around the world, and we get that from ABC News.
Hiding in an ancient church. I'm Richard Davies. Good morning. The fighting between Israelis and Palestinians has moved to one of Israel's, or the Christianity's, holiest sites, Bethlehem, the city where Christ was believed to have been born. The Palestinian gunman barged into the Church of the Nativity seeking refuge. Hannah Nasser, the Palestinian mayor of Bethlehem, tells ABC News the U.S. should intervene.
I would like to send an appeal to the President Bush himself and the American administration, really to stop this Israeli savage attack.
President Bush hasn't condemned Israel's offensive, but he does differ with Prime Minister Sharon, backing Palestinian calls for statehood, rejecting calls for the removal of Yasser Arafat.
I hope that they can have their own peaceful state, at peace with her neighbor Israel.
President Bush speaking last night. Israel's occupation of more parts of the West Bank continues. ABC's Linda Albans in the Palestinian city of Ramallah, where UN relief supplies have arrived.
They are unloading fresh vegetables, eggplants, tomatoes, and peppers, which have just arrived here in Ramallah for distribution to the people who are now under their sixth day of Israeli occupation. It is a big white truck, but so far it is the only one to get through today. And the people here, the United Nations, say they're worried that people will not have enough fresh vegetables to eat.
Earlier this year, President Bush spoke of communist North Korea as being part of an axis of evil. Well, today, the North is calling for dialogue with the U.S. ABC's Ann Compton's at the White House.
American diplomats may soon sit down to formal talks with one of the axis of evil nations. North Korea today accepted the idea of negotiations over its nuclear programs and its relations with democratic South Korea. But if President Bush slanders the North again, it says, talks are off.
The Clinton administration had held talks with North Korea. President Bush ended that. This is ABC News.